Hi, Steve Mullins, Norton, Virginia, Mullins Martial Arts, and let's take a look now. We looked at the boxing stance that I teach, with the feet turned at about a 30-degree angle, 40-degree angle on both the left foot and the right foot. Hands up, elbows in, right hand a little higher than the left foot. Let's take a look at the kick stance from Muay Thai, from Thai boxing. It's a little different. Thai boxers actually, instead of hiding and turning to present less of the body, are actually allowing you to see an opening. And if I stand in the kick stance, and especially if my hands are higher, about eyebrow level, chin down, like this, you can see what's open. The middle. Everything in the middle of the center line is open. But they protect that because they know that if they do this, your only viable attacks are pretty much up the middle. So they have all kinds of defenses that they use when punches come up the middle, like scooping, or if kicks come up the middle, like push kicks or foot jabs or teeps come up the middle, and then anything off to the side, they have their high shield and their low shield. So it doesn't matter whether you throw something around this barrier or not, or if you come up the middle, they're ready for that too. But notice, the kick stance is different. Let's go back to the boxing stance. I'm turned in, my elbows are down and tight. This is the best kind of stance for punching. Obviously, that's why it's called a boxing stance. But when I'm kicking, standing like this is not as efficient. This is a little better. The left foot, if you'll notice, you'll come a little closer, the left foot points straight ahead and it parallels the center line. Just as we did when we were in the boxing stance and we stepped off to the left and threw a right cross or a straight right. Same idea, except we start there. This foot, the right foot, both will be kind of on the balls of the feet. It'll go back and forth. You might, you might put more of your weight on the rear foot and kind of paw with the front left foot, or vice versa. You might paw the ground with the right foot. But either way, this is forward and this is not quite at a 90-degree angle. That would be an exaggeration. It's a little bit less than that. But still, the toe helps to keep this hip open for the right high kick, for the right short knee, or the right long knee, either one. And notice, anytime you are in a stance and you're going to throw a right knee or a right high kick, what I'd like you to consider is another 30-degree angle. Not this way, but this way. Some people say step off at a 45-degree angle for the right high kick. That's fine. I've just found that 30 degrees works a little bit better for me. So as you throw the right high kick, you want to step to the left and point at about a 30-degree angle. Let's use this line right here. If I step off to the left at a 30-degree angle, it looks like this. I'm here, step off to the left, and then as I throw the right high kick, I will twist, because notice I'm up on the ball of the foot. I will twist and turn, and this heel is almost pointing toward the opponent. Not quite, but pretty close by the time you finish up. Same thing with the right long knee. I want to step slightly at a 30-degree angle to my left, that's your right, and from here deliver the right knee. Okay, so that comes up right along center line. I'm here and center line. Again, boxing stance, kicking stance. Boxing stance a little bit wider because it's more efficient for punching. Kicking stance a little more narrow and the hands a little higher, at least if you're doing it the Muay Thai way, if you're doing it like Thai boxers do. Now you could modify these, of course. One of the things you want to try to work on is to be able to go from either stance at a moment's notice. Whether you're in boxing range, bang, 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 or you're in kicking range, a little further out, or right at the edge of the opponent's jab cross range. Okay? So play around. You know, it's like what they said at Plato's Academy, let he who does not know geometry not enter herein. You have to know a little bit about lines and angles, and you also have to experiment a little bit with it too, because if you're taller or you're shorter than I am, the distance is going to be a little bit different. But you need to find something that's really comfortable for you. But those are some of the general principles.